Okay, so today is the 20th of July and I'm getting really close to finish this trip. Yesterday was a day, I would say, a little bit from hell. After leaving Destruction Bay, an interesting name that I'll come back to it, I start driving towards Beaver Creek. Now, according to all our calculation, it's about 190 kilometers. But if I weren't to reach my destination nice and quick without camping, I had to do it. So getting up early in the morning, I was pushing really hard. But then the road deteriorated, and then eventually no more paved road. And for about 20 kilometers, it's just blank plain muddy road. And then a new section where they're actually doing some work. And when I say it's doing some work, it's like one tractor laying up a foundation, rocks to the road, another one straight in the ground. And that's, you're talking about over a section of 50-60 kilometers. So for far distance I see there's a lovely lady, and it's raining and muddy, and I'm not raining heavily, but raining, and I'm all mud. I'm not cold because I'm riding, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm not stopping. And I think the poor lady, at last she got some meaning to her life. She is controlling the road and everybody listened to her. And I can see Ronen parked there with his vehicle and they're all waiting. So I can see that she's like in the middle of the road. So I'm going to the right hand side, taking all these standing vehicles from the right. But then I can see her, she's actually running to the right. She's not going to let me go. So now I'm slowing down a bit and she's telling me to run, and she say stop, and that's quite strong. So I didn't know what to say. I said, why should I stop? And I'll explain it later. You have to stop. You have to stop. So I say, yeah, I stop. Later, I kept going. And I tell you, you probably think I'm rude or barbarian, and I never listen to anybody. And I think you probably are right, because I am. But the reality is, if I stop and I wait for 20 minutes until I'm shivering cold, and then we're all going to start going at 50-60 kilometers an hour, anyway I can't keep up with them. So what's the point? So anyway, that wasn't over. As I'm riding along, suddenly this big jeep coming, and he's just heading towards me. So I'm slowing down and he's like stopping his car in the middle of the road, and he's coming up and say, you have to get on the car. And I say, I'm not getting on the car. Listen, I'm going to call it RCP. I must say, as I'm from England, I don't know what RCP. My imagination is maybe a policeman, but didn't make much of a difference for me. I'm wet, and I tell him, listen, I'm wet, I'm cold, I've been cycling all the way from Chicago, I'm on the side, what do I take, an inch on the road? So he said, you stop here. So I thought, okay, I didn't want to be too rude. Maybe that was his girlfriend. She rang him and said, this guy ran away, you stop him. So I stopped, and then another car come. So I took a picture of them, of the cars, and suddenly he came back to me and he said, okay, you get on the car, I'll take you back. And I said, I'm not getting on the car. I didn't come all the way from Chicago cycling to get on the car. And like, I just don't know. I think it was his last try. I mean, I know these people, they have a job to do. They're not going to waste their time on some idiotic cyclist that decided he want to keep going. So then he just changed and just said, okay, just make sure you're on the side of the road and watch up for the big truck. And I told him, thank you very much. And that was it. A bit of confrontation. I know it's my fault, but I never stop for roadworks. I never stop for fire. But I must say, on the fire I was a bit scared because I really got shocked. I just never stop. So then as I ride, when I hit, and I think it was about 15 kilometers of mud and gravel, and I was just totally soaked with dirt and sand. And then when I reached the end, all the cars that were waiting, including Ronen, were catching up with me, and we actually arrived together over all the roadworks. So like I said, if I waited, they would have been gone and I would still have to do it on my own. And I don't know, probably on the other side they will have to wait for me for half an hour before they send the cars from the opposite side. So in a way, by being myself, I help for the other drivers to they don't have to wait for such a short time. And I don't know if you can hear it, but there is no click, and that's another. So arriving at this little motel, just about everything was dirty, so I practically had a shower in my bicycle. and I mean it. I washed the bicycle and I clean it, and believe me, that's the nightmare when you cycle in a wet condition. It's just the cleaning. So I cleaned it, I cleaned the chain, the gears, the whole bicycle, and then again I try to readjust it, something I'm not very good at, but I've been doing it now for the last 3 days, trying to get it right. So I've done it, and I washed my clothes because no time for laundry, it was starting to get late. And today, when I got up in the morning and started riding, I was like, wow, where is the click? Wow, I've done it. With all the cleaning and tuning the gears, I actually fixed the annoying, because the click was getting louder and louder. So yeah, that's my story. Again, no cyclists the other way. No cyclists. I never met any cyclists going to Alaska. I met quite a few coming down. Yesterday a Japanese guy that's have about 2.5 tons of luggage. Lovely guy, he took a photo of me and I took a photo of him. And then another one that looked like carrying a heavy air mattress. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, I know I have a whole car following me, but I've done Norway, and that's we had a discussion with René, and that's saying that without a car I wouldn't make it. And I said, listen, I did do Norway, I'll probably suffer a lot more without a vehicle, but I will do the same method. I'll carry the minimum. Also, I need a lot warmer clothes. I probably wouldn't have so many spare clothes, and probably have to carry lots of food, but it is possible. I don't think you have to do it with a backup. It's a lot lovelier. And you know, every 40-50 kilometers, when I have my coffee, my hot coffee and sandwiches, I said, thank the Lord that made me so lucky to do this ride in such a luxury way. But on the other hand, I do push very, very hard. I mean, this ride is a bit like a race. So I mean, it's not like I took with me a backup and do 50 kilometers a day. I do ride about 100 miles, sometimes even more when I have to. Today is like 110, tomorrow is 110, yesterday was 120. So this is my point. Okay, I got it easy, but on the other hand, I make it really fast, and we are well ahead on time, and hopefully we will arrive there well ahead of our planning. So me pushing on just help a lot. And then the last thing is my body. Like I said on my last article, is that I'm feeling like a zombie, and it's really true. I mean, I don't know if you feel me now, I'm a lot more vibrant. I think my body just in the last 3-4 days went through a major changes, and I'm now outside. When I come in and ask me, do you want me to put the heating on, the engine on, I say no, I'm fine. I acclimatize. I'm riding in 8 degree in the rain, without the rain, and I'm not cold anymore. I think my body in the last few days built up lots of red blood cells, tons of oxygen, heavy blood that supply all my vital organs and giving me the energy. And like today I have headwinds, more than around 2,000 meters of climb, I found out on Google. And today when I checked, or yesterday when I checked the map, no discount, it's northwest, 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 all the way through. It's like Mother Nature say, that's it, man. If you want to do it, you have to push it. There is no cheating. You want to get up 2 o'clock in the morning, it's not going to make any difference. So, but in a way the hills help me, because on the downhill it doesn't matter. I don't know if you can hear this wind, but it's really hollowing. And as well, because I'm cycling quite fast, I'm creating my own wind. But anyway, I think I took for millions of years. So happy days, happy life, and hasta la vista. Hopefully I'll be back.